Alexander Cross, attorney with Law Offices of Cross & Associates. If you'd like to learn more about criminal defense here in the San Francisco Bay Area, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Law Offices of Cross & Associates. So we received an interesting inquiry here on our YouTube channel. This has to do with a violation of probation. Let's see. I was on probation for domestic violence, where my wife suffered a fracture on her leg when falling off the stairs. I went to jail. When I got out, I started to visit her, and one day the police arrived and I was arrested for violating my probation. Well, yeah, what a shock. See, here's the deal. Generally speaking, when you are accused of domestic violence, this is obviously going to be a felony if your wife hurt her leg. And not only that, but there's probably a GBI clause, a great bodily injury clause, which would potentially increase your punishment by a potential 3 years in state prison. But here's the deal. Generally speaking, when you're accused of domestic violence on your arraignment date, very first court date, the judge will say that you cannot have any contact with the victim at all for 3 years. Now, the only way that you could have contact with the victim is if the victim, not you, if the alleged victim, not you, goes to court, adds the matter on calendar, and asks for a peaceful contact order. Now, in some counties, the judge will be like, all right, fine, whatever, you know the risks. In other counties, the judge might say no. In certain circumstances, the judge might say yes, but you need to take a class for victims of domestic violence in order for you to convince me that you are aware of the risks that you are taking by bringing this person back into your life. Now, if the judge modifies the order, you would be able to have contact with the victim, but it has to be a peaceful contact. In other words, no arguments, no fights, including verbal. Otherwise, you're in violation of that order and you could be arrested. Generally speaking, it's very, very, very dangerous to maintain a relationship with somebody who has accused you of domestic violence, because for that 3-year period, that victim essentially has a hammer over your head. And generally speaking, I don't recommend for anybody to continue with a relationship after they've been accused of domestic violence unless they have children in common. Aside from having children in common, I would recommend for you to break up with that person if you've been accused formally of domestic violence. It usually doesn't go very well for that 3-year period. Regardless, if you'd like to learn more about criminal law here in the San Francisco Bay Area, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Law Offices of Cross & Associates. But if you've been accused of a crime and need representation in court, give us a call at 1-800-862-7677. Once again, 1-800-862-7677. On our next video, we're going to be discussing somebody who was selling stolen items. See you there.